So I've compiled a short list of tips and tricks that kind of helped me have healthy hair and maintain healthy hair. Keeping your hair in good condition is really important if you want it to look good. These are just things that really helped me, and I'm just a little blob on the internet, so if they help me, they can help anyone. I've got it all written down in my trusty notebook, so here we go. Don't wear your hair in a ponytail to bed. I was doing this for years and years and thought nothing of it. You know, when you go to bed and you tie up in a really tight ponytail or even a loose one, you're tossing and turning in bed, you're pulling on your scalp. The more damage you have to your scalp, you know, the less likely you are of having good regrowth on the top. Something that really helped me and that I have to thank to this day is hair masks. If you don't know, hair masks are basically like face masks but for your hair. I sound like an idiot for having to explain that. I first found out about hair masks through Lush. This is one I have from Lush. It's called Roots. So you massage it in, and this one actually gives you like a little tingly feeling because it's got loads of mint in it, which is really good for your hair as well. The basis of it is you put it in, you leave it on, kind of like a leave-in conditioner. You really let it soak into your hair and do its job, and then you wash it out, and then you have lovely, nourished hair. Always brush your hair starting from the bottom. I found this one through BuzzFeed and it helped me a lot. What happens when you brush from the top is that you're pulling on the scalp, you're stressing the root, and you're more likely to pull out hair. Whereas if you start from the bottom, you're slowly working your way up and you're avoiding coming into contact with those tangles in a quite aggressive way. Basically, you're less likely to have hair fall out when you start from the bottom and work your way up. This is probably one of my favorites, and it is to use a silk pillowcase instead of a cotton one. The deal with cotton pillowcases is because of its material, it's naturally going to cause friction with your hair and cause breakage. It's also going to soak up your natural oils, meaning it makes your hair a bit drier. So I'd really recommend getting a silk or satin pillowcase. Once I got mine, it really started to make sense. I got mine on Amazon for like £7. It's really cheap. I want to talk about oils. So there are certain oils out there that can really help your hair. For example, coconut oil. You've probably heard me talk about this before. This is really famous on the internet. It's a hack for helping your hair be shinier, smoother. I actually use this as a homemade hair mask. I also know that extra virgin olive oil is really good for restoring shine in your hair and strength. Argan oil as well. What I've learned is the best things for your hair are the ones that are the most natural. Try to wash your hair as less as possible. When I was growing up with my sister, she used to wash her hair every day. The more you wash your hair, the more damage you're doing to it. Your scalp needs those natural oils to replenish your hair and help it grow. If you're stripping your hair of its natural oils with, you know, shampoo and stuff, it's gonna make it drier. You're more prone to things like dandruff and breakage. My tip here is to honestly train your hair to be okay being greasy. Your future hair growth depends on your scalp being healthy. For the longest time, I would always focus on like these parts of my hair, but this is all dead. And this is the bit that really matters, because this bit is gonna be this bit, and you want this bit to look good. The minute you start looking after your scalp, you'll really see the results with your new hair growth. Things like scalp massages really help. Anything that's going to stimulate blood flow is really going to be beneficial. Try to not wear a hair tie as much as possible. What I recommend using is a clip. I have been using this for maybe like 6 months now, and I haven't gone back to hair ties. This will not pull on your hair as much as an elastic hair tie. This does the same job, keeps your hair in place, and you're not stressing the scalp. There's loads of different hairstyles you can do with them. I in no way know how to wear my hair up because I look like an egg. Look at that, a real live egg caught on camera. So for this one, it's basically to leave your conditioner in for as long as you possibly can. Conditioners are meant to nourish and hydrate your hair, especially after being stripped. Shampoo really does make your hair dry. Obviously, always focus on the ends because that's the bit where it's most prone to damage. But the longer you leave it in, the better. Believe me, you'll know the difference if you leave it in for 15 minutes to if you left it in for 5 minutes. This is probably the most vital and important tip I can possibly give you for wanting healthy hair. For the love of God, do not use heat products. I was really guilty of this when I was in high school. I would straighten my hair every day, I would curl it. I remember always, the first thing I did when I woke up was I would always heat up my straighteners. It really makes me cringe to know that almost every day for years on end, I used to put so much heat on my hair every single day. I haven't used straighteners or tongs for a year now. I completely cut them out. I honestly think it's one of the reasons that has contributed the most to my healthy hair now. I'm not shunning anyone who does use heat because I feel like it can be used in moderation. However, if you're looking for like a completely new hair journey like I was, you need to cut shit out that's doing the worst thing to your hair. So that was my video on tips and tricks for healthy hair. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you find it somewhat beneficial. See you later!